welcome everybody out there in D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. If you are enjoying this content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out oh so very much. And if you're watching live, hit that like button. It's right there. Just boop the button right there. It helps us out. It helps more people to find us and to come on out and enjoy the content. Now, before we jump into the action, I first want to say that if you do want to participate in any of our games and join in on them, we have a handful of open slots available, including in this game. So if you're interested in playing inside of a living universe in D&D, most of which happens in Wildemount, then reach out and be sure to let me know. We'd love to have you. But I think that's going to be everything from me, so let's get over to the players. Alrighty, Kai, tell us what happened last week.
The group proceeds to the ball with Terran and Sneak passing themselves as nobles, with Kai and the absent Tempest as bodyguards and Alistair as an assistant. Terran manages to ingratiate us with the Baron running the ball, who is very fond of cake, which Kai is probably where he didn't get any of, and we managed to meet our target. Terran and Sneak have a long conversation with them, and at first it looks like they are making plans to get closer with him and start a fake fur exchange. But unfortunately, Sneak rolls a bad D20 and scares him off. So our only option is to do something at night, as we're invited to stay there overnight.
So, players, you guys can't hear the lawnmower, can you? Good. I like this microphone. So, players, as you all were excused out of that office, you went through the motions and movements of everybody else down here, and a couple of the guards within the estate staff escort you upstairs to your respective rooms, past those closed off ropes. Now, you all are given a large bedroom, which is meant for specifically Sneak and Terran, with the guys that your assistants would be allowed to stay in the servants' quarters. And to make life easier on me, that is exactly where Tempest goes to get everybody set up with their everythings. But you all walked up the stairs and you go over towards the east wing, the northeast section of the building, where you have this massive room. Go ahead and take a look around, everybody. As you get in here, you have a fantastic large chandelier with lit torches or lit candles already placed on it. The glass is reflective and allows the light to spread even further, and despite that, the room is so colossal that it's difficult for you to realistically see from end to end without your own specific sconces that you keep with you. There is a very lovely brass tub that appears to have working plumbing set up into it, if any of you are interested, and the niceties and complimentary couches, foods, snacks, chocolates are aplenty all over it. On top of the one table over here, you see that there is a large jug of crystal clear water, just in case you get a little thirsty, and beside it is a magnificent fruit basket with all manners of exotic menagerie fruit.
Guy details it to the chocolate and then grabs an apple, chomps on it, so it sticks in his teeth for a second, so he looks like a stuck pig.
I do not have control of my token due to last week's technical errors.
Oh yeah, it's still Kai's control.
Ahaha.
No, Kai, stop mind
No,
controlling Terran.
it's Terran. Let me remove his control over you.
No, I don't control her.
All right, let me deselect, reselect, and save changes. Okay.
Fills up his
Now
pocket with chocolates and grabs a couch.
All right. All right. Now we are going to delete this token, right? And bring out a new token.
Okay, this... I have better vision.
She's so teeny.
Yeah, I know. I have to make her twice the size.
Kind of just throws the chocolates up in the air and catches them with his mouth.
All right. Can you control this token? Make sure you have the pointer selected.
Yes, I got it now.
Okay. Jeez. Okay, there we go, everybody. Oh yeah, gone.
Oh no.
Gone.
My second light source.
That's my human torch. So anyways, you all have this magnificent room for you. The other guests inside of the estate are starting to go to their respective quarters. But the sound very quickly drowns down to that of a quiet murmur inside of this mansion. Now, I don't think any of you have been inside of an establishment this large and empty before.
Probably not.
And
Other
the
than like a very large boat.
And the eeriness of how empty this place feels is kind of creepy to you all. All right, maybe not that creepy. There we go.
Guy's too
Let's
busy
play
filling
that.
his tummy.
All right, so none of you want to do absolutely anything right now?
I am going to investigate the room to make sure that there's not any sort of, like, I don't know, stones or magical items or anything like that that could be listening in on conversations.
No creep devices. Got it. Go give
Yeah.
me an investigation.
What light sources are in the room?
There is a fantastic chandelier.
Investigation.
Is it held up by a rope tied to the wall, or
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
Do the hero slash of the chandelier cord.
Alistair's looking out the window. Huh.
That's a 23 on the investigation.
Very nice. You move around the room, and the only thing you find is a small, glass slipper that somebody apparently had left here last time they stayed in this room.
A literal glass slip. Damn,
Might be
nobles
crystal.
be weird.
I'm hanging on to that. I don't
Tell
know
him
why.
I fear
Maybe
as
you'll
though
find
it
her
would
one
not
day.
fit your feet.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those, like, you know what, it could be handy. Shatter it and stab somebody with it. I mean...
This is why I married you, my dear, for you find everything as an opportunity for a shiv.
It's my nature,
Kai,
what can I
yes.
say?
You could do that. Are you doing that?
No.
Okay.
Just keeping in mind.
But yes, aside from that, there's no real other creep devices that that you can really find. It seems to be well maintained, incredibly well furnished and clean. Like, the floor looks polished enough and clean enough that you could quite possibly eat off the areas Kai did not step on. However, you do hear yes, Alistair?
Alistair's going to walk over to Terran and is going to say, I can't detect magic, you know.
I'm aware. I don't want you to waste any spells on such a thing if I can find it myself.
It's actually a furbolg thing.
Oh, well,
You know how I changed into a human that one time?
yes.
Same, but different.
Oh, well, forgive me. I'm very unused to understanding magic in general, so Furbolg specific magic is even further out of my range.
That's understandable. Don't mind me. And he just casts detect magic as a furbolg.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna first look at the glass slipper. Maybe it's magic.
The glass slipper does emanate a little bit of magic, but it's missing the other slipper, which would cause it to really be more potent. You also sense that the torches up above you, not torches, the candles, have evocation magic associated with 2 of them.
I'm going to assume an ever burning.
You could assume that if you would like. The mug over here with the water in it, also has a little bit of evocation magic associated with it. The mug itself, not the contents. And nothing else.
I'll pull this chair up around here so I can kick my feet up on them and just relax.
Wonderful. Now, Taryn, as you were wandering around and you got closer over towards the 2 areas that you and Sneak will be keeping your things, you did hear from the other side of the wall some humming and what sounds like flickering of cards.
On the, like, in, like, the closet area?
No, other side of the wall where there would be a different room.
Oh. There's somebody over there, and I, like, put my one good ear against the wall.
You've got the nighters in the other?
Huh?
Yeah.
Because she's deaf in one ear.
Okay.
I can't hear you with a good ear against the wall.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was a joke or you actually wanted to hear what I said.
Her left-hand side is where
I
she
actually...
holds the gun.
Well, that's where she... In the early stages of making a gun, one exploded and, like, burst the eardrum, and she can't hear.
Yeah.
So she puts the good ear against the wall.
Yeah, I just said, does she got tinnitus in the other one?
So your response was...
Probably.
Yeah, there's
Good.
just nothing.
Yeah, you hear humming and what sounds like flicking and shuffling of cards.
Kai's mouth's full of chocolate. Any banging?
Need I remind you that we are at least still audible to some people, and you should try and maintain some semblance of still being a useful servant, Kai.
Well, you get to gloat about having my gun. I get to at least be gloating about being your boss for a little bit. So, no, just cards and humming. But there is someone there. So we should be careful about maintaining our identities, please.
But it is also worth noting that our dear friend, whom we had our meeting with, seems to be under the opinion that we are, well, married. So I do not know what we want to do with this information. I don't think it went down well for us that was the assumption he made.
Well, at least he's still confined to the niceties of court around us, since we haven't gratiated ourselves with the Duke. So there's at least that.
Very true. I fear our opportunities are running a little bit slim, though. We can either try to find a quiet corner in the house while everyone is in their rooms, or take some opportunity during the wine tour. Either one has some pretty significant risks associated with it, though.
You all get a knock at your door.
Come in.
The door opens up, and you see one of the guards in the home step forward. I hope I am not disturbing anything. I'm just informing you that the tour will commence in about 2 hours. That is when we will expect to see you all downstairs. In the meantime, if you need anything else, be sure to ask us. We have guards right out here in the hall.
Perfect. Thank you.
Very well.
When he knocked, I assume.
Yeah, he did.
Well, Kai pops up on his feet and just kind of turns away to hide the chocolate smear on his face.
Roll me a stealth check.
Turns around.
He covers it with the chocolate-covered hand.
Proceeds to,
That is...
I'm sorry. Just the other option is he pretends to be looking out the window, but everyone sees the reflection in the window.
Oh shit.
10. All right. Well, the guard doesn't seem to acknowledge the fact that you are stuffing your face. However, he nods and will step away and closes the door. Unfortunately, the door sticks against the notch just a little bit, so it doesn't close fully as he is walking away. And you hear him knocking on the room right beneath yours. Skeeter.
Open the door.
That his name is actually Skeeter.
Hello, sir. I'm just here to inform you that everything seems to be prepared, and the Duke will be commencing the tour in about 2 hours. Should we anticipate your theatrics there?
Oh, fantastic. Sure. I can. Yes, I'd be happy to perform if that's what you'd like.
Very well. We do encourage you to wear not just the bathrobes. As nice as they are, we will have other company with us, not just the Duke this evening.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just wear my outfit.
By the way, sir, the Duke had this note for you. Hand you a little note.
Oh, fantastic. What is this? And I'll open it up.
Alrighty, so it pretty much reads, Dearest friend, I am so happy that you are spending your time here, and I hope that you are enjoying everything about all of our accommodations. Please, if you would, I hope you're willing to help me with maybe convincing a few of our guests to join us. We have a wondrous group of individuals who are brand new to the scene and circle, and they seem very open-minded. Some would describe them as woke. I stationed their room right beside yours if you would like to meet any of them and potentially see if they are interested in joining us.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, tell the Duke I got his letter, and I really like what it says, and I'll do my best.
Very well, sir. And he nods at you and steps back. Since you've been here for a little bit, that guard's name is Jeffy.
Okay.
With an I-E.
Kai's interests haven't been piqued. He sneaks up to the door and listens to it without moving it or anything. Try to hear what he can.
Fair enough. The conversation was not hushed whatsoever. By the way, Skeeter, your door is over here in your room, just in case.
Let me zoom out. Oh, there. Oh,
You
fantastic.
probably want to stay at about 33% or so and just be in your local area.
Okay.
It'll make it a lot easier. So yeah, do you want me to open the door for you?
Please.
Door is now open. And that guard right in front of you, stationed here, he is Jeffy. He'll smile at you. And that is his last name, Jeffy.
Thank you, Jeffy.
You're very welcome, sir.
Having eaten enough, Kai will go over and grab some water and do what he can to clean himself up.
Getting ready for the most likely orgy.
Yeah, this is definitely giving me swingers club vibes.
Yeah, you said ingratiate ourselves to Duke. I was going to have Kai ask, "Am I going to do that?"
Is that my job?
I mean, if it's anybody's job in the party. So yeah,
All
Skeeter.
right.
He gestures to the room up here. That is the one he was referring to. And yes, these maps are fucking gigantic. I tried splitting them and it didn't work. But
No
anyways,
worries. No worries.
the door is
Um,
slightly open. It looks like it was deliberately tried to be shut, but it's still slightly ajar.
Alistair's just resting up against the wall by the door.
I open the door. Hi, friends.
You see the giant.
So do I need to describe what everybody else looks like to you, Skeeter?
I think I know what everyone's looks like. And then, Alistair, do you have like a big cloak on, or what do you?
Oh
I know
no,
you
that's a
have white-
placeholder image.
I know
Yeah,
you have like
since-
white.
Fur.
Skittish
Giant fur
fur.
goal.
He-
Fur bulk.
Yeah, he's just a literal giant of a furbolg, and he's currently in a two-piece suit with one ring around his middle finger. That is a diamond the size of a small fist.
All right. So
Wow.
everyone else, this is what you see. Would you like to describe yourself, Skeeter?
Certainly. So Skeeter has dreadlocks kind of pulled back into a ponytail. He's got like a cop / 70s porn mustache going on. He's got
Easy Dukes.
billowing like sorcery type robe on, or shirt, like puffy shirt with a jacket and a cape going down the back. And he's got some, not Daisy Dukes, but probably a little too tight, little too short plum smugglers. that he's
Steve
wearing.
Irvins.
Plum smugglers. Wow. Okay, that was a word you used.
I call them Steve Irwins.
Yeah, they're kind of like they're like a khaki color. They're probably a little too short, a little too tight, but and he just has a big grin on his face, and he's holding he's putting you might be able to notice he's putting something in his pocket. So, how's everyone doing here? Are you enjoying your stay so far?
We
Yes,
are
quite-
indeed.
Quite
Aaron has
lovely.
to take a moment to just like.
I should also mention he's quite very well muscular, very he's 5'6", but muscly.
No one would mistake him as the twink, is what he's saying.
Alistair walks over to the door.
I'm not.
She's not.
I caught it on the way out.
Alistair walks to the door. Says, "Hello there. How can I help you?"
Yeah, no, I just came by to say hi. I know you guys are staying here, and I think I heard you next door, and Jeffy mentioned you guys were here, so I just thought I'd come. I'm Skeeter, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Sir Skeeter.
Oh, just Skeeter.
Not a noble?
Well, I prefer the name Skeeter, unless, I'm doing my... And I'll lean toward Alistair and whisper, magic.
Alistair kind of reels backwards a bit. It's kind of like a cat noping away from something. Just he extends out of his normal, slightly hunched form, and just sits 7 foot upright. Just please don't whisper in my ear again.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. Yeah, of course, unless I'm doing magic.
That's good to know. Please, are we welcoming guests? I shout back, and I give a look of please don't.
Well, a pleasure. I believe I heard your name was Skeeter.
That's correct. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What a lovely, fabulous room you have here. Oh, it's so exciting. What size is their bed?
Thank you.
Their bed is the size of a we'd call it a king.
Yeah,
I'll walk over, sit down on the bed. This is such a lovely, lovely room.
You just walk past Alistair. It's like, oh, okay then.
Aaron's trigger finger's getting itchy.
Yes, welcome in. I close the door behind him.
Are you also a guest of the Duke?
I am. The Duke is such a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person. Oh my gosh. Just so nice.
Indeed. And to what ends do we owe the pleasure of your company here tonight, Skeeter?
Oh, well, I was bringing the Duke something, and he suggested I stay, so, I decided to stay, and then I heard you guys were over here, so I came over here and kind of bounce up on give a little bounce.
Did you have to ingratiate him as well?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Did you have to ingratiate him as well?
Here, I'll put you on the bed.
Perfect.
I
suppose, depending on what that word means.
I don't think it means what he thinks it means. Excellent. It is always good to meet more of the Duke's friends.
Yes.
Are you coming on the wine tour later?
Oh, I hope so, and yeah, I mean that's my plan, and it's good to have good friends like you guys. So yeah.
I'm sure it would be. Forgive me, I have been terribly rude. My name is Dracul Kostash. This is my wife, Alexandra Riala, and our accompanying assistants.
Oh, Dracul, nice to meet you, and I'm sorry, ma'am. What was your name again?
Alessandra Riala.
Alessandra, nice to meet you, and you as well, Mr.
Oh.
Yeah, so have you had the food here?
We have. It seems to be the Duke's crowning achievement is the quality of his kitchen.
Yes. Yep, make sure you eat it while it lasts. It's good.
Okay.
Oh God. Taryn's just like, there's like a look that she gives Sneak that's just like, can I shoot him? Just please, like.
I'm not sure. The look you get back is like, I don't even know. Maybe. Oh.
Alistair is kind of like he's walking around the room to every furniture object, and it's kind of like weighing it without actually picking it up to see how well he could pick up and throw a thing.
The long couch might be a little too heavy for you to throw. The short one, fine.
Are you And I lean back on the bed, kind of sideways with my and pull out a deck of cards. Look at Alistair. So, are you looking for something in particular, or are you just checking out everything in here?
It is my duty to observe everything that could help my charges.
Well, I'm sure you do a good job at it. They seem to be in good health and doing well.
Alistair,
fantastic job.
Alistair mutters to himself, I let this guy in, so I'm not.
Well, you seem very familiar with the Duke's home and all. With the, I assume that was the name of the god that you mentioned.
Oh, Jeffy.
Earlier.
Jeffy, and the home here, and the Duke and Guru Cletus go way back.
And who?
Who? What?
Guru Cletus?
Guru Cletus, Cletus.
You had me at
Apologies
a
for my.
disadvantage.
Oh, come on, everyone's heard of Cletus. You know who Cletus is.
Alistair's going to like walk over to the giant vase next to over here.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to
You
just,
know,
wait again.
Cletus?
Kai's just staring at him, put off for some reason.
I am my husband is from Marquette and I'm from Wildemount. You have to understand.
No, but
Oh,
everyone.
Iman.
I mean, he's the son of God. Everyone knows who he is.
Oh God.
Forgive me for being so ignorant. I am very reclusive before joining this lovely parade of noblemen. Who the fuck?
Too hungover
Cletus.
for this shit.
I am totally unaware of who Cletus is.
Well, you still have a little bit of time to know him before, so yeah. Anyway, have you been through on the tour before? I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
No, this is our first time.
Sorry, I saw the cats too.
No, she's so needy. I can't. Oh,
Microphone's a
goodness.
bit too close to your mouth.
Cat.
It meows.
It does.
So how did you end up in this fine establishment?
Well, we've made some inroads in Iman for some contacts here due to the nature of our business, and now that my husband has settled here in Tal'Dorei, and those who send the invites on behalf of the Duke figured that we would be a perfect contact to be made in his circle.
And
You
you
know
seem to
any
be.
of the-
Go ahead.
Do you know any of the others staying here at the estate tonight?
No, not unless they've been to the ashram. I don't think I know anyone here.
To the where?
The ashram, where Cletus, where we live.
I'm afraid again I am not too familiar. Again, earlier you mentioned that there is still some time to get to know him before.
Mm-hmm.
Before what?
Before it's too late to know him.
Hi,
Wow.
Belges.
That was the
Excuse you. Excuse you. Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty loud. I like that. Can you do it again?
Unfortunately, yes, he can, but he will not.
Kai starts too, and then hears Sneak and thinks better of it.
So, are you a cleric of this Cletus?
Oh no, I could only be so lucky. I mean, he's blessed me, but not that well. But I am really looking forward to tonight and the tour. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, would you mind? I am going to be performing tonight. Do you mind if I just practice a little bit real quick?
I hear
Before the
blessed and performing, and his head is someplace ukulele.
Alistair takes the lid off the vase to see if there's anything heavy in there.
No, not particularly.
What kind of performance?
Illusions. And magic.
Kai-san looks very disappointed.
Sure.
Put the lid back on.
Certainly.
Fantastic. And I'll reach in my pocket and I pull out a little thin black mask that covers just around the eyes, tie it around the back, take my cape off, flip it around, and on the back, they're in silver writing is ILOSUR. I am the magnificent ILUSOR. Tonight I will perform tricks for you, and I am the magnificent loser.
You're a loser.
Yes, the magnificent loser.
Charisma saves all of you.
I hate you.
Can I just willingly fail my charisma save?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm willingly failing the.
You are laughing your fucking ass off, Taryn. You are completely incomprehensible. Same for you, Alistair. You are laughing your fucking ass off. Kai can maintain his composure somehow.
The most immature of all of us.
And Sneak,
Right.
of course. Yeah.
I've literally stared down a hell being.
A king of one of the layers of hell. Ah! Fuck! Just got
But the
whacked in the face.
And I will pick out my deck of cards and I will fan them out for Alexandra. Sorry, wanted to say turn. And I'll fan them out and I say, please, there's 52 cards in here. Please pick one. Don't let me see it.
Kai walks up and
Pull
looks,
one out.
starts looking through the cards for number one.
All right.
All right.
You find number one.
There is no number one.
You think
Well,
Kai
then-
knows how to read? Come on now.
He
He doesn't
finds
know
a
what
king.
numbers are.
Oh, he's smarter than that. But
Okay. You think
Barely.
3 is 1.
he grew up as a brothel after all.
Yeah, education is of their highest importance.
Well, you gotta know the difference between a 1-some, a 2-some, and a 3-some.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
your
so you
card?
pull
Go
out
ahead
the
and put it
queen
back in.
then.
Yeah. Queen of Hearts.
Okay. Put it back in.
And stabbing them.
Even though it's a Queen of Hearts, just pick a number from 1 to 52.
Okay.
$47. Was that your card?
Was it?
Did you pick a number?
I said 42. I was thinking 42.
Well, then
So-
no.
No. Sorry.
Okay. Let me see if I. Okay. 51. Was this your card?
No.
Instead of retyping the macro, you can push the up arrow while clicking in chat and enter.
Ooh. Was this your card?
Why, yes.
Woohoo! Good job. All right. I'm ready for tonight.
You
And I'll-
certainly are.
The fucking
You
3 of
certainly
clubs.
are. Please leave.
There's an exchange in Infernal, where I look over to Sneak and be like, should we ask him for, to see the Duke before tonight's Tua, since he is so well acquainted with the estate?
Snake will reply in Infernal. I think given that the Duke is currently enjoying a warm bath with our targets, that may actually be of use. I think our plan to have everything happen all at once in the dark may work out quite well.
Perfect. And I will turn back to Skeeter and be like, so, has the Duke seen your magic before?
Oh, yes. He likes it.
Certainly.
Everyone at the ashram likes it.
It's quite interesting. Do you... I simply just have to tell him how fascinating your magic is. Do you happen to know where... he mentioned at dinner that he was going to be retiring for a little bit with Lustra and Zeth, and I was hoping perhaps that we could show them a little bit of a preview as you did for me.
Yeah, we can. Are you going to do something too?
You could say that.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, it's that time of year, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is.
I don't get it for another month. Because Iceland's weird.
One
Still
nice
winter.
clerk of Iceland.
Anyway.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
it appears that we should go tell him and show him. Certainly.
Sure. Want to go now? Should we go now? We can go now.
I'd love to.
That would be lovely, yes.
You don't need to. Do you need to practice your tricks?
I will pull out a
No.
coin from my bag and make it disappear using sleight of hand.
Roll sleight of hand. You have to beat his passive of 10.
Which I think...
I literally have a +9 to my sleight of hand.
Alright.
Go ahead and ask your question, Alistair.
It's about Skeeter. Is he outwardly human?
Yeah, he looks human.
Yeah, so it's just like... looks over at him. And he's just going to ask... I'm guessing your profession is magician?
Well, my goal, I want to be the greatest illusionist ever. That's kind of that's my dream.
Oh.
Hmm.
You're certainly on the right track.
Thank you.
And what is your day-to-day currently?
Oh, I just do whatever work is needed on the ashram. Sometimes it's making a fence or feeding the animals. Just helping out, planting stuff, moving things.
So, farmhand.
Well, I mean, there's other things to do on the ashram too. We make music and we sing and we dance.
Farmhand downtime.
Now, Alistair,
Yes.
for one of my tricks, it seems that we would need a suitcase big enough to fit a body in. Do you think that you could whip one of those up real quick?
You can make people disappear too, just like a coin?
Certainly.
Wow, you have to show me that someday. Wow.
Well, perhaps you may get to see that soon.
Oh, fantastic.
If our dear friend Lustra and Zeth will be willing to participate, that is.
Ooh. Exciting.
I'm sure he has
all
no...
must come.
I'm sure he has no way of not accepting.
Skeeter.
Yeah.
You met Lustran Zeth. He's been here for a handful of days, same as you. He showed up before many of the others, and he kind of sticks to himself other than talking with the Duke, and was actually pretty rude to you when you tried talking to him about the Guru. Actually, he was straight up mean and ridiculing. But in front of the Duke, he keeps acting nice about it.
Yeah, I remember the person that you're talking about. He's much nicer when the Duke's around. He said some kind of harsh things, but like Cletus says, you got to keep smiling.
Certainly, and perhaps maybe playing a little bit of a trick on him might make him a little kinder.
Oh, yes. Then he can see some. Oh, he like a private show just for him.
Yes.
You are so. That's brilliant. That is just brilliant.
Alistair is now going around collecting, looking around at all the furniture items.
Yeah.
Just like picks up an end table, walks over to a corner, picks up a couch cushion, walks over to the corner, looks over at, takes another leather strap off of Kai, goes over to the corner.
If you guys aren't, if you're free anytime in the next, 2 weeks or so, it would be great if you could come back to the ashram with me, and maybe we could do a show there. They would absolutely love to see that.
I am afraid
coin.
I'm afraid that the couple is rather busy at the moment, right?
Well, but I'm sure they can find time. I mean, you can find time, and the ashram is such a wonderful place. It's so ordered and peaceful. There's no crime.
Is it here in Iman?
Yeah, it's not too far away. We could travel there, and
we are departing from Iman in the morning, but if we do have time, we'll certainly try.
Oh, I could show you that we could go on the way. That would be great, and you'll love it. You'll absolutely. It's so peaceful and beautiful, and like I said,
Mike back.
Yeah. Like I said, there's no crime at all. Everyone's just because any sort of wrongdoing is punished without any mercy at all. But it's wonderful and beautiful.
He's in the wrong fucking group.
So, Alistair goes over to Kai again, picks up another little barrel, and starts fabricating everything together into a lovely cushioned giant suitcase.
How long does
it doesn't
fabricate
make
take?
as 10 minutes.
Okay.
Well, it'll be just a
1
moment.
second. I don't think Carl was done.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was just describing it since it's going to be cushioned, so the only noise it makes is when it taps into anything else, not when what's in it taps into anything. Basically, it's a suitcase, large suitcase-sized padded cell. That's why I took the cushion. And I'll let you all have your fun with Skeeter while I make that.
Taryn will talk him into doing a few more card tricks during the 10 minutes.
I've got card tricks. I've got other things I can try to make appear. I've got lots of things I can do.
Would you mind showing me a few?
Sure. And I'll do a little performance. Dun, dun, dun. As a loser.
It's just gonna turn up that he's actually a
You can obviously see he's manipulating, like
he's shuffling the cards like a 5-year-old.
Eventually just comes into like, we do this on the table.
Yep.
Exactly.
And he's always like, he has like one finger on the card he's trying to remember.
Oh, yep. Just shit. I lost it.
-3?
You couldn't tell?
Not a 5 or a 4.
Yep. You can't tell who Skeeter is. I mean, pure charisma, man. Like,
I mean, based on the clear cult associations, I'm assuming he also has a wisdom of 3.
Let's not talk about his.
What do you mean cult? It is a dedicated, organized religion of a local community of individuals.
Yeah, in fact, it's in our creed. Every morning when we the first line of our creed is we are not a cult. And you can ask Gerald, I have that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Alistair comes back with a suitcase.
Oh, Alistair, thank God. It would seem that he has acquired the necessary props for my wife's fantastic parlor trick.
I'm going to.
Shall we go find
up.
the Duke now?
Yes.
I'm sure he and Mr. Zeft would be delighted to.
Yeah, so plan is to go to the Duke and then to Lestron, or we just go to Lestron first and get the Duke, or
Actually, together.
I believe they are together at the moment.
They mentioned they had a meeting, and I'm sure they wouldn't mind us popping in for a little bit of entertainment.
That sound logic to me.
And as we're walking there, Alistair is kind of showing Taryn the suitcase, kind of like a shopping channel. He's doing the hand gestures, yeah. As you can see, it's a wonderful, large, padded suitcase, can hold up to 2 halflings or 1 human body.
Perfect.
Oh, and
That's how you
notice the
do it.
padding on the inside. And notice the padding on the inside leaves it so that no sound is made when anything is jingled around in there.
Now, it's not going to be no sound. It's going to be very, very small amounts of sound.
Yes, but that is his description of it.
He's a good
I gotta sell it.
Perfect. And nice and comfortable as well.
Oh wow, it's snowing. Sorry, you guys are wow. We should go on the road after going to the ashram. We could go. You guys are just the things that you can come up with. So brilliant. So absolutely brilliant.
The oddly quiet Kai just winces at this and doesn't say anything.
Fair.
Now, Skeeter, if you wouldn't mind, I believe we should get a move on. Would you mind?
Sure. Do you need me to climb in the bag first to make sure it works?
Don't think that will be
No,
necessary.
that won't be necessary. I trust Alistair's capabilities.
Okay. I am not going to question the greatness of your minds, because it just seems like I thought this was like something new you were trying based on him just whipping something. You guys, wow, mind blown. Okay, let's go.
So everybody go ahead and walk over towards the door. It's down here. I'll continually ping until you guys get yourselves over here.
When I get up close to Sneak, I whisper very quietly, "Can I put him in a chokehold and just put him out of his misery?"
Maybe.
So
Thank you.
So everybody, you walk down this direction.
That thank you was so disturbing. Oh god. Oh god.
Hey, don't kink shame. Kink shame.
Oh yes.
Please, let's not do that. I already had enough of that when Skeeter did that to me.
We're going to the right or down or?
You're where I'm pinging. Head this direction. Where I
already
am
went there.
pinging. Yeah, I know you did. I'm waiting for everyone else. There we go.
Whisper in your ear.
So you walk around the corner and you see the guard, Jeffy.
Hey, Jeffy.
Oh
Hello,
god.
Skeeta. How are you?
My friends and I are fantastic.
Very good. And he smiles at the rest of you. I hope all of you are enjoying your company. He is a world-class illusionist.
Can I
Indeed.
Can I
We have
inside the
seen.
guard see what he thinks of Skeeter?
Do you need to?
No.
There are some lies that you don't have to roll for.
Passive insight of 2 succeeds.
So,
Oh, God.
As
Jared, can you
you-
ping me back to everyone? I had to reload all 20 because it shit a bit.
yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Now, as you all move down here, you do see that there is a number of guards on this heightened floor of yours. And you're heading this direction down the hallway, but as you are approaching, for the briefest of moments, this door into this room over here opens up, and you watch as Lustrin's personal assistant steps out. While the door is open. No, Tempest is no longer a thing. While the door is still open, I need you all to roll me a perception check.
Can I use my inspiration for this?
So I'm
Sure.
guarding Sneak and Tyrion.
Sure.
Okay, perception.
Oh,
Performance
yes.
perception.
Snake.
Mm.
When it
Guessing
matters.
Guessing that's a 19, considering it's a reactionary.
Yeah, you weren't aware that you were going to make the check, so yeah. The door was open for just a couple of moments, but you saw that there was a table with 3 people seated at it. One of which, you could clearly see, and this is for Sneak, Alistair, and Kai. It was the back of Lustrin's head as he was positioned in a chair. Directly across from him was an individual with a mask over their face, with a large cloak covering every inch of their body, and their hands placed on top of the table, just flat, with gloves over top of them. And Kai, you saw Magum in there.
Who's Magum?
Sangeese, the person you met up north.
Person
Oh.
with the stew.
Yeah.
Oh.
And-
Oh.
Gotta go with the food that he had at that particular moment. That's the only way he's gonna remember.
Yeah, exactly. I whispered that the information to Sneak. Who saw this? Sneak and me and Skeeter.
Kai, Alistair, Sneak saw this. You are the only one who saw Magum. The other two
Oh.
saw the other two.
Hey, did you see Magum up in that room up there?
That's who that was. No, I did not. Thank you. And I'll then whisper, like audibly, but in Infernal to Terran. It looks like Mr. Zeth is having a meeting with Sanguis. This could be a problem.
Do I smell any stew in the air?
Roll me a.
Just-
No, you wouldn't. They would not serve stew in this. No.
Oh.
Not
They
even
get
to the
fancy.
servants.
Well, the servants wouldn't eat in this castle. What type of establishment do you think this is? Servants eating on their clocks?
I will take Snake by the arm and just smile at him. Oh, an opportunity. I'll answer an Infernal.
So, you all may continue down the hallway. However, Zeth's advisor does put herself square in front of the door, and she looks down the hall at each of you as well. Now the door is completely shut.
Madame. I take it you know where your master is. We were just on our way with our good friend Skeeter here to show him and the Duke a magic trick. And he says it with this pained look on his face of, please, for the love of God, help me get away from this ingrate. He's
Roll me
appealing to what he
a-
prays is a sense of humanity.
She looks at you. Well, my master is predisposed of currently having a conversation with other guests. He will be with the Lord in just under the time of the hour.
Excellent. Would you be able... No, that's fine. We will come back in an hour or so.
She smiles, and, well... What's his name again? Von Hammer? His room is up here.
Actually, that would make more sense. We shall go and see the Duke and await your master there.
She nods at you, doesn't smile, shows no expression on her face at all, just nods.
That's fine. I expected that.
So, go ahead and all of you move up there. The door's already open for you.
Can you ping again?
Move forward and then up. Up to around here. So, as you move in there, Sneak, for some reason, Taryn, okay, you got yourself unstuck. For some reason, the door was already open, and you see a far larger bed, where the left side of it seems sunken inwards a little bit, and the right side seems completely untouched. There is a magnificent, ornate throw rug that looks Marquesian in nature, laid out and displayed beautifully, and there are all manners of different niceties and accommodations inside of this room, as you hear, coming from the far end of the room, rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub. Living this life, loving this life. Oh, yes. Go ahead and move inside the room, everybody.
I am still a little lost, I think.
Where?
Yeah, you glitched yourself through a wall. No, stop moving.
Oh,
Stop
okay.
moving. Here you are. There you go.
Damon just appears out of nowhere, and Kai nods his head impressed.
Even with
Sneak.
heels on.
Steak will loudly knock on the door, which I assume is of very sturdy wooden construction.
Oh, incredibly. Hello! Oh, are you here already, Lustrin? You just came for the perfect part. I'm getting the scrubbies on my back.
I fear not, good lord. It is myself, Miss Dracul. I think Lustrin is having a meeting with someone, his assistant said, but we were instructed by your friend Skeeter to introduce ourselves to
You
you
all
as a
met
group.
Skeeter?
We did, yes. I would love to
Oh.
hear more of the story of how you two came to know each other.
Yes, of course. Give me a moment, and you sound what sounds like... You hear what sounds like a ship in an ocean, before you see Orsic coming over here wearing a pink, frilly, way too short bathrobe, and all of you are forced to look eye level to not accidentally look lower, and it has white fur trimmings all across it as he wanders down here towards you all. Oh, hello. Oh, it's so wonderful. Skeeter, my friend, come here.
I give him a big hug. I just go up and give him a nice big hug.
Oh.
I was gonna say Kai doesn't care.
When low passive is a blessing.
Yeah.
You
Very
look
low.
marvelous. Do you need all of us
Oh.
to help you with your back later?
Oh, no, I actually have this new device that I had commissioned for me. It is lovely for all of the needs. But anyways, did you get them to talk about going to...
Yeah, these people are also magnificent performers. just
Really?
incredible. And so we're talking about going to the ashram, and we can perform there, and they can see everyone and meet everyone, and everyone can
See
meet
everyone.
them.
So, okay, wait, your performers, why did you not tell me that while we ate? I mean, we shared a meal together, and like he grabs your wrist, Sneak, and just squeezes it, you know, gently, but squeezes it.
Nothing that exciting, my lord. I
Oh,
hear
you
we
are
have
too
deft
modest. Come
hands.
on.
Oh, this is going to be such a show. I can't wait. And he goes over to his chair and has to climb up it, and all of you are forced to look in every other direction except Skeeter and Kai, apparently.
Yeah.
As he rolls, sits over, and like has to lift his leg to cross his legs.
Kai is just sighing, tired of both of these two.
Oh, this is wonderful, wonderful. So, well, welcome to my room. I'm just in the middle of getting my bath done, but I would love to see any show that you have that you can display. Oh, that would be so marvelous. And, of course, everything Skeeter is telling you about the great Grandmaster Guru is so amazing. You should definitely go there.
Do you
I've
know
been there.
I have? It is not something I'm familiar with. This is new information to me that such a place exists. And do you know,
Oh,
my darling wife's magic trick? It suits so better with a willing participant, and I fear that Skeeter is just not the right size. Mr. Zeth, though, do you not think he would appreciate to see such a thing as well?
oh, absolutely. As soon as he's done, he'll be over here. He and I have to have a conversation anyways. However, I will say, Skeeter, why don't you tell them more about that?
Oh, yes. Certainly. And I will stand next to a chair and kind of prop my leg up against the chair in my plum smugglers. Kind of lean in. And so the wonderful and beautiful ashram, we always come together and we help each other, everyone out. And we're trying to create peace here until it's too late, but there's going to be peace here, and everyone's going to come along, and there's no need for hold on, let me look up one thing real quick. Where is it on the pamphlet?
Give us a moment while he looks up the pamphlet to Scientology.
I just pops it chocolates.
Yeah. And at this ashram, you can free yourself from family and friends and worldly goods and all the pressures of the world, and we just come together and sing harmoniously and dance and sometimes while I'm working, Cletus takes his wife for the day, or maybe his two wives for the day, and they go off, and it's just wonderful fun.
Oh, it is such a glorious location to be at. Surprisingly, there's a lot of nobles who are already participating in this. I just discovered it. What was it? 2 months ago? 3 months ago?
About 2 months ago. Yeah,
It
3 months.
literally
Yeah.
is just Scientology.
And it is such a glorious location. I mean, if you want to be a part of the next great expansion of society, that is where you do it.
Mm-hmm. You definitely want to be there. Definitely.
Also, if we get you all to sign up today, we get
Shipping.
1 rank up. No, we rank up.
Yeah, he becomes another level. It's brilliant. It's beautiful for everyone. It really works out. And now I was raised there, so I might be a little biased, but it's just wonderful place.
Oh, it is so good. Oh, such an amazing experience. And the drugs. Oh, ooh.
Mind opening.
So much. So many openings. Am I right?
Hey, and I give him 5.
Oh, I see.
Another con save.
Yeah, between his robe and then my plum smugglers with my leg up.
But no,
Yeah.
it's the visuals. It's not. It's the. I'm gonna like bleach my brain.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Alistair is just going to like. He looks over at the scene, turns around, and just takes a breath outside the room.
So, from my understanding, there's a breakdown of sort of limitations that society places on you. Is that a correct understanding?
I told you they're woke.
They are. These are my friends. I am so glad that we become such good and close friends. You are amazing people. Just amazing.
I'm glad to hear that you think so. I cannot wait to hear more of this guru and his establishment.
Oh, you'll get to meet him. You're going to meet him very soon.
Yes,
I
he
do
meets
hope so.
everybody personally.
Good. Yes, that would be nice.
And of course, your help are welcome as well. I see you are much more relaxed on them than many other nobles, and I appreciate that so much. You know, you're allowing him to eat on the job.
Do you see this?
He is diabetic. It's requirement.
You know, my doctor told me I might get that.
No.
I'm terrified.
Well, keep ranking. Well, soon it's not going to. It's not the end of the world to have not yet. Anyway, yes, it's good that you let them eat and extra. And Kai, what did you think of or whatever your
Alias name was?
I
What's your
can't even
alias, Kai?
remember.
Brock Jones.
That's the one.
Rock?
Oh,
And
yeah,
Brock?
that's right.
Buck Jones, Private Eye.
It's short for BJ.
That's right. Oh, Lord. And
You're welcome.
Brock Jones, can I call you BJ? BJ, have you had any of the little candies that you suck on here? Any of the candies here? They're wonderful.
Were there any in the room?
Not in your room. Oh, right there. You look underneath the fruit. There's a
Kai.
giant jar of what looks like marbles, but apparently they're candy.
Kai perks up and moves over and grabs some.
Oh,
Popsicle in his mouth.
So. Oh, it's sour as fuck.
Yeah. So with the chocolate, it's a.
Oh no!
Alistair, who is just at this moment staring over at some of the guards and the assistant, just hears, "Oh God!" In
And
the
all of them
background, just,
nod. Go ahead.
help. He keeps muttering to himself.
But yes. Oh, this is so wonderful. You know what? All of you make yourselves comfortable. We actually have a table over here if you don't mind a little bit of a show. I just need to go get my bath. Don't worry, we put up this divider over here just in case. And as you see, there is a physical divider. But you could choose to sit at the table right beside his bath.
Oddly enough, Kai has no interest.
I'll
Yeah,
go
that's
sit at the
fair.
table.
Oddly, sure. There's no reason why Kai is not interested in the Duke. None whatsoever.
These two, no. I mean, any of the guards, then sure, but.
Kai has a type. It's can bench press him. So. But anyways, go ahead and move yourselves over closer towards the divider or chairs if you would like to. Remember, this is the battle map, so the more you explore and look around, the more you might be able to anticipate.
I will wander and I will be looking at the decorations.
What light sources are in here?
A large chandelier, same as in your room.
Oh, and what was this over here? Just the chandelier?
Yeah, that's one of the sconces of the chandelier. There's a massive divider separating your part of the room from that part of the room. Since he is giving the assumption of modesty while bathing.
So the darkness would take it out as well.
Yep. Well, you can't see
Cool.
through objects, so light doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so lovely to have all of these good friends in our midst, and Skeeter, I was a little scared. For a moment, I thought, for some reason, that maybe you weren't so good at uh, recruiting people. I mean, you remember your interactions with my lovely guest, Lustrin.
Yeah, he was not exactly nice, but
See, I just don't see that. He's always such a wholesome being.
yeah, he seemed really nice around you, and then just when we were alone. But it like Guru says, you gotta keep smiling, so it's okay.
Very true. Very true. It's so marvelous. And these tricks that you all are going to give us, I am biting at the nail in anticipation for all of it. It's going to be so glorious. Oh, and make yourselves at home. If you want to snuggle up in my sheets, those are Marquesian original bed sheets as well. We have a 1,500 thread count for the linens. Feel that? That is pure silk. Pure silk, made out of the butts of arachnids.
Kai walks by with sneaking whispers. By tricks, he means making things disappear, right?
I do not know. I'm my lord. Truly, you must have exquisite taste if you acquired spider silk. Traditionally, we would use that of silk moths, but the spiders I hear are so much stronger and more divine.
That is what I heard, and that is why I purchased them. Oh, I'm so glad. It's so wonderful, and just feel it against your face. It's amazing. Not to mention your blubber fat that you make for soap.
Yes, I have heard it is exquisite. Really gets into the crevices. Oh my god, what has my life come to?
Alistair
and of course, scented so nicely.
kind of shouts back. The term is lathered, sir.
Lather. Oh, that is a marvelous lather.
Kai
Marvelous
fills the
word.
Kai fills the bed and resists the urge to start hopping on it.
It is very soft and incredibly nice. But anyways, Alistair, since you're the one waiting outside the door does open up for a very brief moment. And you watch as a couple of individuals walk out, one of which you recognize as Magum. He completely ignores you and doesn't say anything. The
I
other
should do
one,
the same.
The other one walks past him in a completely covered face and a mask. Roll me a history check, Alistair.
Sorry, you just gave me flashbacks to Zodiac.
Yep.
Hey, 19, sir. God damn it, I'm so used to it.
You remember him. One time, you saw somebody with that exact outfit, that exact mask, while you were working on a large-scale commission. He was walking through with a couple of the authorities within the Myriad, and they were obeying him. You never caught his name because nobody ever talks about him. Nobody refers to him. Nobody even talks about the idea of him being around, but you remember seeing him for a moment, and whatever he instructed with a very foreign accent that you couldn't easily pinpoint, they obliged.
Has he ever seen me? Did he look at me?
Roll me an insight check.
I mean, in the past, if that.
You're not positive you were smart enough to keep your head down and do your job.
24.
He looks over at you for a very brief glance from the side of his head.
I immediately, kind of as with Yurik, hands up and get a proper posture back.
He keeps moving, and the two of them walk downstairs. A moment later, you see Lustrin walk out, his advisor standing directly behind him, and he looks over at you.
Sir, Seth. The guests are waiting inside.
He simply just walks past you, and his advisor comes over right beside you. Now, everyone else inside of the room, as you're having a very giddy interaction, Lustrin walks in here.
By the way, I'm assuming that Terran has possession of the briefcase at this point in time.
Yep.
Cool. Just, putting it out there.
Yeah, I have it. It's sitting against the divider, kind of like, oh, it's just here. Like, it's not like in her hands or making a big deal about it. Like,
Okay. He walks through and looks over at the three of you he can see within range. Duke Orsic. There you are, Lustrin. Oh, we were just talking about you. You know, my dear friend Skeeter is here. Hello, Skeeter. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing today?
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Sir, I am just curious, why do we have all of this distraction in place while we were going to be discussing business? Oh, don't worry. It'll just be a moment. They have magic tricks to show us. Again, sir. I thought we already experienced everything in the arsenal of the, loser, was it?
Yes, a loser.
Yes.
I think you'll find that the magic trick does not come from our good friend Skeeter here, but this is a talent my dear wife has been honing for quite some time.
Oh, they are magnificent at the things they can do. Just brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Skeeter, roll me an insight check.
Yep.
Okay. Reasonable. I'm sure they are. Now, Alistair, are you staying out there?
Is the assistant staying out here?
Well, she's standing beside you.
Yeah, I'm just imagining there's an awkward, silent stare, like slightly between the assistant and I, just like, yeah, hi. Looks to the side, trying not to show the uncomfortable situation that he feels.
And she just looks at you, unblinking. Well, I suppose we should all enjoy such a wonderful opportunity then. And I think this is where we will go ahead and go on break, everybody. We'll be right back.